Well, listeners, as you know, the Real Good Film Festival is on tomorrow at Lido Cinemas, and part of that film festival this year is actually a little bit of a retrospective on swag films, and we thought we would actually get one of the guys who's part of that organisation on the phone right now to chat a little bit about what he has got going on at Real Good this weekend. Welcome to the program, Bill.
Hey, how you going, Dave? What's happening?
Mate, we are so excited about Real Good tomorrow, and of course you've got a few things on at Real Good, so I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit about some of the films of yours that will be on at Real Good tomorrow.
Yeah, great. So Lucy Knox and myself, my business partner and partner in life, Lucy Knox and I, we started a production company called Swag about 10 years ago.
Yep.
And we've just been making lots of music videos and short films and ads since then. And we've worked on a few projects with some of the guys that run Real Good. So they've asked us to, show a selection of our work over the past decade. And that ranges from, music videos for Confidence Man shot in Cooper Pedy to documentary about Australia's only film processor called Last Man Standing, and just a few of our other music videos. So, yeah, we're really stoked and really honoured to be showing it all.
So you and Lucy have been involved with a lot of different things, as you said, films like A Birthday Party, right through to music videos, through to ads. Tell us a little bit, how did you two first start working together, and what kind of sparked your interest in films in the first place?
So, as I said, yeah, Lucy and I, we were a couple before either of us got into film.
Yep.
And then we both decided to go to VCA, and we did that. And then we started co-directing after VCA because we figured, it's really hard to get into music videos and commercials. So we thought we'd pull all of our work together and try and get ahead that way. And then we actually ended up breaking up as a couple after we worked together. And then we stopped working together in terms of stop co-directing, but we helped produce each other's works and things like that. And then, we actually got back together as a relationship. So, yeah, it's a pretty funny story, and I highly recommend to the listeners out there to think twice before starting to co-direct with your partner, because it's probably the most stress you can put a relationship under. But, we've worked it out, and now we've got a really great working relationship, and we've made heaps of, work over the past decade, and hopefully make lots more over the next decade.
Definitely. You mentioned there that you hadn't started making films until you two were already a couple, but did you kind of have the film bug before that? Were you someone that, when you grew up, you were fascinated by cinema, or were you someone that kind of discovered cinema later in life?
Yeah, I mean, we were both really into cinema, but we didn't really have, I at least didn't really have anyone in my, who I knew growing up that was involved in film, that worked in film. I didn't really know it was a job that you could do.
Yep.
So, yeah, I guess meeting Lucy's uncle Jermaine McMicking, who's a great cinematographer, that kind of made me realise at least that you can kind of, you can work in film, and seeing all the amazing stuff he did was really inspiring to both of us, I think. So, we decided to go to film school, and that was the first step. And then, we just fully committed to just doing film. And, I guess baby steps first. After VCA, I became a director's assistant in New Zealand, working alongside Taika Waititi and stuff.
Yep.
At Curious Film. And then just started doing a few tiny music videos for DMAs, and then Lucy and I started co-directing, and then we started doing ads, and now we do it full time. So that's the basic story.
Yeah. So I wanted to talk to you about your music videos, because of course that's I did a similar thing. I went to film school, and then really got into doing music videos, especially with Channel 31. And I remember one day someone that was in one of my classes looked across at one of my music video scripts and said, "Wow, that looks like a short film." And I went, "Well, funny you should say that, because a music video pretty much is a short film. But I realized at that point that a lot of filmmakers kind of look at music videos and ads as something completely different and don't realize that link to short films. How have you found being involved with things like short films has then helped you with music videos and things like that, has then helped you with the rest of your filmmaking?
Yeah, well, I guess in terms of just the craft and the practice that you get out of music videos, I've directed close to 50 clips, so that just kind of gives you amazing practice and resourcefulness, and you can really tell if a filmmaker's come from music videos, because, you know, in this country at least, the budget's pretty tight, so you've got to pull rabbits out of a hat just to get them made, and I guess if you do that time and time again, it just makes you a better filmmaker. And then when you get onto a commercial set or another kind of set, it actually seems quite pleasant.
Yeah.
Quite civilized, having come from music videos. You're like, oh wow, there's somebody that actually looks for the locations rather than having to drive around for a few weeks. Or like, you know, there's just a lot of support there that you don't get in music videos. So, but I think because in music videos you do a lot of that work yourself.
Yep.
It makes you into a pretty good filmmaker because you know all the aspects of production.
Definitely, yeah. Now, I want to talk to you about one of your films that you've got on as part of this festival, A Birthday Party. I remember seeing that film a few years ago and thought what a brilliant film it was. Tell us a little bit about A Birthday Party and how that film came together. Yeah,
so that was my graduate film at BCA, and that was inspired by Ivan Might's nephew, who sort of did a copycat murder based on what his uncle had done, and it was to his best friend on his friend's birthday. So I was just completely shocked when I heard that story.
Yep.
And I just couldn't really comprehend how somebody could do that. So I sort of had a look into some of the like court files and stuff, and I was able to get a recording because the guy, the murderer, he actually recorded the whole thing on video, which is quite sadistic. So I sort of used that recording for the script, because so some sort of parts of the script are verbatim from that recording, and I guess the script was just an exploration of how you know, somebody could do that, but it's in 13 minutes of film, so it's quite hard. So it is quite contained to the actual event rather than the lead up. But yeah, it was a really great experience. Got into quite a few festivals, and now I'm developing a feature film based off a novel on the same topic. So yeah, it's
wow,
great experience.
Yeah. So one of the things that's really great about this festival is that filmmakers like yourself will also be there when your films are being screened, so people can also talk to you, and it's a great networking opportunity. So I have to say, what are you looking forward to about Real Good? Do you love that fact that you can go there and network and talk to people as well?
Well, I haven't actually been to a Real Good, so this is my maiden voyage to the festival. Pretty stoked about it.
Yep.
I know there's a few other filmmakers I know are going to be there, like Cloudy Rhodes, who's an amazing filmmaker from Sydney, and Matthew Thorne, who's another amazing filmmaker from Adelaide, and of course Lucy. So, yeah, stoked to meet some people and see all the films, see as many films as I can.
Definitely. Well, there are only a few tickets left, so for listeners out there, make sure you get onto subcultureentertainment.com tonight, and you'll find a link to where you can go to get tickets. You can also go directly to rgff.com.au if you want to grab tickets to Real Good for tomorrow as well. But to finish off, Bill, what would you like to say to everybody out there who are thinking about grabbing a ticket but haven't yet?
Oh, definitely come down. It'll be a really fun day, and Chris Luscrew's done an amazing job of organising it, and he's a great guy, so come down and say hello.